Hello, everybody. This is Jimmy. You're reading with Jimmy. This is our 10-minute review of The Devil by Guy de Maupassant, subtitled Greed, Death, and the Cost of Human Life. Welcome, everybody. This is my 10-minute breakdown. It's the quick take. What if I told you that a life could be measured in coins and that death itself could have a price tag? That's Guy de Maupassant's The Devil. It's a dark, chilling, brutally ironic story about poverty, death, and the cold economics of survival. This isn't just a ghost story, and there's no supernatural devil lurking in the shadows. The devil is far worse in this story. It's human nature. It's about the devil in all of us. So welcome to QuickTakes, Reading with Jimmy's 10-minute breakdown of literature's greatest works. We do these 10-minute quick takes so that you can read it with us, the whole story. So you can go straight to the good stuff. You're on the website now reading these quick takes. So let's dive in right away, shall we? So what's the story? Well, the setup takes place in rural Normandy, where a struggling farmer, Henri Beautemps, faces a harsh reality. His mom's dying. But his crops won't harvest themselves. He's got to get them in. So there's the problem. Beautemps needs to stay in the fields to work. But he shouldn't leave his mother alone in her final hours. And the doctor tells him, well, if you don't take care of her, I'm going to let you die like a dog. So he hires an old peasant woman, Mother Rapper, to watch over his dying mother, which is what she does. She sews and she watches over dying people. And in exchange for a small payment, Mother Rappert, instead of her usual fee, she has a day rate and a night rate, she makes a deal with Beautemps, at his urging, for a flat fee for the job. So in other words, if Mom lingers, Mother Rappert will lose money. And if she dies quickly, Mother Rappert stands to gain. So Beautemps, he starts to get the crops in. He's the guy who proposed a flat fee, and she accepted. She never did it before. And then the unthinkable act. As Mom continues to live for a few days, Mother Rappert gets fearful of losing money. And after asking the old woman if she has seen the devil yet, she claims, sees the devil before they die. She puts a pot on her head, distorts her face, and she jumps out of a closet, suddenly looking like a terrifying devil creature. What? And the dying woman, seeing this monstrous figure, in sheer terror, dies. Beautemps returns, pleased with the harvest, and learns that his mom died, but he never really learns what happened, so he pays Mother Rappert the full fee, and he loses money, a few bucks. The devil in this story? Well, it's not the mythical demon. It's everyday human greed, or maybe the message is sometimes the worst evils are the ones we excuse as just business. So what's the deal about this? The third-person narrator, which is third person who's outside the story, he doesn't just tell us a story. It's about real-life selfishness, disguised as everyday life. It's just business. No one in this story is a villain, or are they? They're just people trying to survive, or are they? Huh? Beautemps isn't evil, or is he? He just needs to work. So what is evil? Have you thought about that? What is evil? Well, the Rappert isn't really a monster, or is she? He's just someone that wants to get paid. Or there's something else going on here. Maupassant's brilliance is he forces us to ask, where's the line between survival and inhumanity? Here's some themes. The price of life and death. The mother's final moments are reduced to a financial transaction. Isn't that sad? Financial transaction. Is Mother Rappert evil? Or is she just doing what she has to survive? He's doing what he has to survive. When Rappert does what she has to survive, it's about money. Do you do what you have to do to survive? Another theme is the moral decay in everyday life. The horror isn't the demon. It's human nature. It's in all of us. Things happen to us when survival kicks in. So he doesn't just write about devils, he writes about the devils of their own decision. So why does this story, The Devil, matter today? Why should we care about an 18th century story about a peasant woman scaring an old lady to death? Well, because we put money above human life, don't we? From healthcare to wages, we still ask, what's a life worth? How long? How long in hospitals? How long in elderly care? How long? Survival still makes people do terrible things. Doesn't it? Mother Rapid was, was she born evil? How did she get the way she was? Read the story with me and let's find out. But what about Botemps? He just needs to why doesn't he just stay with his mom and let the crops go to hell? Because we justify cruelty when it benefits us, don't we? Why? I had to do that. Uh-huh. Farmer doesn't want to see the truth. He just wants the problem solved. Because greed doesn't have a thing. It's just part of life. So what was the villain in this story? You got to read it with me to figure that out. And what makes this story terrifying? The narrator forces us to ask, pardon me, if we were in Mother Rapper's place, and many of us are or will be, what would we do? What would we do? So, calling all readers. That's The Devil in 10 minutes. I want you to read this with me. Why not go deeper? You're on the website now. Flip over to it and let's read it together and then read my analysis. Go to my website. You're on it now, readingwithjimmy.com, and watch my deep dive analysis on YouTube if you'd like. Jimmy will read and analyze every moment. The analysis is also on the website. Now, I want to leave you with this question. Is survival ever an excuse for cruelty? I don't know. That's a pretty deep question. Or does it just make cruelty normal? Dostoevsky said, man gets used to everything. And unfortunately, Dostoevsky was right. So be careful what you used to. That's another classic. My email is jimmy@readingwithjimmy.com. Jimmy@readingwithjimmy.com. I'd like to thank you for listening to The Devil in 10 Minutes. Before you go, this is what it looks like on my website and on YouTube. There's a complete reading in just 18 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 10-minute summary. 8 more minutes, spend it with me. We'll read the whole story together. But then there's a 45-minute analysis, which takes it apart. It's a beautiful story, well-written, best short story writer ever. The QR code will take you right to my YouTube channel. Thanks for spending some time with me. And be careful about what you're going to do for what you're going to do. Figure that one out. Take it easy.